Hello adventurers, and welcome to our D&D live play. Thanks for joining us as we explore Eberron's lands and seas in Lost Horizons, the Seas of Redemption campaign. Now, let's see what our crew is up to today.
Hello, and welcome adventurers one and all to Epic Chaos Games, a D&D podcast where we set sail on the seas of Eberron in our brand new series, Lost Horizons, the Seas of Redemption. I am your host and DM, Derek, and joined today by one of our wonderful crew. Say Avasti, Scurvy Dog.
Avasti, Scurvy Dog. It be I, Nate, also known as Zeth.
Zeth, you find yourself aboard an airship bound for Sharn. This journey from your homeland of RNL has taken you almost 40 days. You finally reach the point of what you know to be the largest port in Corvair. You had to get here because you actually need to go to Zendrick, but even though it's closer to your hometown, no one was willing to go that way. It's traversed by much larger ships, so you had to come all the way out here in order to find a vessel that would take you.
Right.
So you're on the last leg of your journey, and your ship approaches Sharn finally. On the bow of it, you stand and you see the city reveal itself in a breathtaking tapestry. Architectural marvels, vibrant energy, sense of boundless verticality. The city, known as the City of Towers, rises from the cliffs, overlooking the Dagger River in the hilt. The vast bay serves the city's bustling harbor. Its defining features is its myriad of towers, which soar high into the sky, interconnected by bridges and skyways at various levels. These towers are constructed of stone, glass, and steel, range from sleek modern to ancient and ornate, the very height creating a skyline that is both chaotic and awe-inspiring. The tallest of these towers reaches into the sky and is visible from miles away, standing as sentinels over the city.
Wow. This is probably Zeth's first time seeing a city this big. And he is absolutely in awe, like standing on the deck of the ship, soaking in as much of the view as he can.
You come in to dock at one of the sky docks, which is on an outer tower, but very high up. I'd really say it's at the bottom of the upper levels.
Mm-hmm.
It's not quite in the rich neighborhoods of Sharn, but it's close enough. You have to be pretty wealthy or pretty lucky to have traveled on an airship. Sky coaches zip between the towers, leaving trails of light in their wake. The sounds of the city, a cacophony of voices, machinery, and magic, reach even your ears from this height. The aroma of exotic spices mixed with the scent of sea wafts up from the bustling markets below. As you descend to land, you pass by luxurious upper levels, catching glimpses of rooftop parties, opulent gardens, and elegant denizens of Sharn's high society. Middle levels are a blur of activity, bridges crowded with people and marketplaces buzzing with life. You catch a glimpse of the lower docks and sprawling harbor. The docks are alive with movement of ships and cargo, which look very small from up here. Sharn from the air is a sight unlike any other.
Wow. That was beautiful.
Thank you. So, you land, as I said, in the upper levels, the dock levels of Sharn.
Oh, I am in awe of the description. This is amazing. Imagine like Zeth sees his reflection on one of the buildings as he comes in, and just how many people are here. And oh my gosh, what is that? That's the other things fly in the air besides ships. Like, how do they not crash into each other?
These questions shall remain unanswered, as you have no one to tell you, but you land and the captain approaches you, a portly man, but a member of the house that runs the airships, and he says, "Well, son, it's been quite a pleasure knowing you these last 40 days. I surely hope you found what you're looking for."
Ah, thank you, Captain. The pleasure has been all mine, I assure you. Which way to the docks?
Well, they'll just be straight down, but you can go over to that guy in white, and he'll give you directions.
Oh, thank you. I'm assuming that he'll show me a safer way down than simply falling.
Most assuredly. But before you go, I have a little gift from the crew for you. We know you spent your last penny to get on here, and that just didn't sit right with us.
Oh, thank you, Captain. But truly, the pleasure has been all mine. Brought a lot of joy to my heart. And
ours as well.
I do hope the ancestors smile on your kindness.
Thank you, son.
Don't forget what we talked about. Be sure to write your mother. She surely misses hearing from you more often than you've been writing her recently. And
I will. I promise.
thank you, Captain. Safe travels. May the ancestors be with you.
And with you.
And I'm going to go head to that guy in white that he was talking about.
Okay.
I'm going to take a little
that
little
accent came out of
caution.
nowhere.
It was great. I'm still trying to feel out this character too. He's going to take extra care to stay away from the edges. He's never been up quite this high.
Yeah, you just hold your bag close and walk tightly. And you look back and the crew's waving at you.
And I'm going to wave goodbye to them too.
Okay. So you approach person in white, and it is a elven man. He has like a little name tag. It says "Welcome to Sharn." He's at like a podium. There's this information on the front.
As Zeth approaches, he's like, "Okay, no need to be nervous. Just talk to him. They don't know anything." Hello, good sir. I'm told that you can point me in the directions of the docks and a safe way down other than just falling to my death.
Why, hello there. Yes, I can, of course. You said you're looking for the docks?
Yes. Also an artificer shop as well. I have some business to take care of before I head on my next journey.
Ah, perfect. I know just the dock for you. That'll be Dock 12. You can find the cog and the crucible.
Oh.
An artificer shop. And, ships. It's a dock. Now, let me draw you this map here. You're going to have to make... And he goes into this lengthy discussion on how many transfers you have to make and how many levels you have to go down in order to get there. All in all, it's going to take you about a half-day's journey. Maybe a little more. Depending on rush hour. It gets pretty crazy down there.
A half-day's journey?
Oh, yes.
Oh, okay.
Right now, we're almost a mile in the air.
Ah, I could have gone without that information, thank you.
Just don't look down, you'll be fine. You get used to it after a while. Anyways, here, you can go ahead and buy a train pass, sky carriage pass from me here. 1 gold for a day pass.
Oh, I guess that's not too terrible. Thank you. I will definitely take you up on that then, instead of trying to find my way myself.
You're welcome. And he hands you a map that he drew while he was giving you all this detail.
Right. And I fish in my pocket and hand him one of the gold pieces.
He gives you a little ticket. Just show this to the ticket master. Be good for 24 hours. And
Excellent.
will magically disintegrate.
Ah, well, that's very interesting. You would think there would be a more mundane way of dealing with such things. I don't know, maybe a stamped date, listing the expiration day, but not as much dramatic flair, which I do appreciate.
Well, we tried that before, but the amount of people who kept using old tickets is astounding. So we just make them disappear.
That certainly solves the problem. I won't take up more of your time, thank you. I'll be headed in toward the sky carriage, and he goes and starts walking in the exact opposite direction he probably needs to be heading, and then stops, realizes where he's going, and then turns back around and passes awkwardly again.
Yep, that way.
Oh, yeah, I realized. Thank you. And I'll go try to find one of these sky carriages.
Okay, you are actually not far from it. They are pretty close to every major hub of the city, and you find one that is marked Sky Carriage, and it's rather large. There's some small ones floating around that are like, like a family-size one. This one will hold about 20 people.
I'll jump on, assuming it's not, if there's room. I'll jump on and I'll present my ticket. Dock 12, please.
All right, but you're going to have to make a connection or two.
Oh, that's perfectly fine. Is it still going to take me half a day's journey?
Of course. It's the big city, after all.
All right. Zet's going to nod and go find himself a seat and just look out at the city. Just enjoy the views, since he's going to be here for a while.
Okay. To make sure that you get there in a timely fashion, go ahead and roll a survival check.
Ooh. And it's a dirty 20.
Sweet. Good job. It takes you about 12 hours. And
Zeth is exhausted and starving.
Oh, you would have stopped. Go ahead and just take off like Some of the things have lunch, so take off 5 silver for food throughout the day.
1 gold and 5 silver so far. Sounds good.
So, as you arrive to the docks, it's pretty much dusk. Shops are kind of closing up for the night. I have a million notes. You find where I'm at.
We are in Sharn, I believe. Specifically Dock 12.
As you round the corner onto the dock district, the area is still alive with activity, but instead of the liveliness of stalls, it's more of the owners closing up for the night, of sailors lounging near the fountain, sharing stories and sipping from flasks. The aroma of spiced meats wafts off from the nearest tavern, and a couple of food stalls are still selling the last bits of food they have, making your stomach rumble in anticipation. Nearby, you see someone enjoying tea at the Verdant Leaf. A bard begins to play a lively tune in the corner of what you would call a square, but it's not technically a square. I said it's more of a center of a street, kind of just ever so slightly widens out here and then goes back. So it's only slightly a square. The vibrant, chaotic, colorful heart of the dock level makes it so you can't help but feel the pulse of Sharn's life. Every corner holds a new story waiting to be discovered.
Beautiful. I'm going to try to locate the cog and the crucible before they close up shop if I can.
Okay. As you make your way a little bit down the street, you see the cog and the crucible's facade. It has large reinforced windows showcasing an array of magical devices and mechanical curiosities. The sign above the entrance, crafted from polished brass, depicting a cog and a crucible intertwined, symbolizing the union of technology and magic. Entrance is flanked by 2 metal golems standing at attention, their eyes glowing faintly with arcane energy.
I don't know. You said these are golems, correct?
Yes.
Okay. I don't know if Zet's ever really seen one. I don't think he's going to make a big scene about it, but he's going to slightly uneasily walk up to them. Hello, do I need permission to enter?
They don't really move.
And he's just going to, well, I guess not, and slowly make his way past them and hope, like, it's less that he's nervous and more like you're walking through airport security and all of a sudden you're like, oh no, did I accidentally slip a bomb in my backpack? You know? And he's gonna step inside.
You are greeted by a dazzling array of gadgets, trinkets, and arcane devices, neatly displayed on every shelf and table. The air hums with a faint magical resonance, and the scent of oil and metal mingles with the oozing tang of recent spellwork. The walls are lined with racks of tools, components, and blueprints, giving the shop a sense of organized chaos.
Hello? Is anyone here? Did I arrive too late? I'm just gonna start poking my way around, peeking at the little strange contraptions and things on the shelves, and start to like reach out and like back away, like, oh boy, what if this is something I probably shouldn't touch?
From the back room, you just see a box come through the door. When the box is set down, you see a very tall, half-orc man, modeled greenish-gray. A muscular build. His left hand is a prosthetic, which gave him a intimidatingness about him. His face is marked with some scars. You can tell he was definitely in combat at some point. He has one eye, piercing green, and his left is covered in a patch. He's wearing his leather metalwork clothing and a heavy apron.
Oh, sorry. Didn't hear you back there.
Oh, no worries. I just walked in. Do apologize for coming in so late. I've been traveling through the city for half a day.
No one town now.
Yes. Well, I'm just more or less passing through. I've heard that Cannith artificers are able to sharpen a blade with legendary precision. Would I be able to leave my sword with you for the time being and let you sharpen it for me?
Let me see it.
Yes. And he loosens the ties that have this really cool katana strapped to his waist. It's sheathed, and he hands it over. Please be very careful. It's a family heirloom. And, no magic infusions, please. Only a silvered edge will do.
All right. Let me take a look.
He unsheathes it, kind of just turns it over in his hand, turns it back.
I can do it.
Oh, thank you. How much would that cost?
How's 10 gold sound?
Oh, yes, absolutely. He's gonna quickly reach into his pocket and start pulling out 10 gold pieces. How long do you think it would take?
Probably about an hour.
Here, since I came in so late, I'll throw in an extra gold piece. He's going to drop in one more gold piece for him.
I appreciate that.
What was your name, if you don't mind me asking?
Brondar,
Bondar. Pleasure to meet you.
you as well. What's your name?
Zess of Erenel.
Aranella. I've met many people from there recently.
Well, it's, not nearly as tall as your city is here. It's a lot more people here than...
Nowhere's as tall as here, son. But anyways, I'll get right to work.
Oh, thank you. And I'll just be across the way at the tea shop if you need anything. And I'll give him a little nod and head out. And make my way toward the tea shop.
Okay. As you enter back out into the street, just a little ways down, you see a carved wooden sign depicting a lush tea leaf, swaying gently in the breeze, inviting patrons inside. It's the verdant leaf. Large windows flamed with blooming flower boxes allow sunlight to filter into the shop, creating a warm and welcoming glow. A small patio area with a few tables and chairs provide outdoor seating options for those who wish to enjoy their tea while watching the comings and goings of the dock.
Zeth is going to pass by the bard and toss him a gold piece. What the crew gave me was a little bit more than what I expected I would need, or I thought I would need a lot more in the city. And seeing a fellow bard out and about, I want to give him something that would at least help. And so maybe this will buy him a day pass.
He gives you a wink as he keeps on singing. As you enter the tea house, why don't you describe your character for us?
Zeth is a young half-elf. He's got long white hair. He's wearing a rice hat kind of thing. He's got like this blue cloak and this yellow kimono with like a red sash around him. Very colorful. And he at one point had a katana strapped to his side, but that's no longer there. And he's used to having it on his person. So he keeps like instinctively like reaching down to like, reassure that it's still there kind of thing. And then realizing that it's not and freaking out for a second. And he's like, oh wait, no, I left that at the place. It's fine. He's very much attached to it. He goes inside the tea shop and as he steps through, the sense of the tea shop hit him and he just takes a deep breath and soaks it in, remembering home, remembering his mom, and then calming himself after a more or less a nerve-wracking arrival in a new city, and then recentering himself as he goes up to the counter.
Okay. You notice there it's a blend of rustic charm and elegant comfort inside. Wooden beams crisscrossing the ceiling, and the walls are lined with shelves filled with an array of tea jars, each labeled with exotic contents. The decor includes plants, colorful tapestries, and soft cushions, creating a cozy environment. It's like you made the picture from this description.
I didn't.
I know.
It's cool though. Very cozy. Good job on the description. And the warm, welcoming environment does a lot to... Zeth's been at sea for a month. And that's
sea and air.
And sea and air. I forgot about that. He's been traveling for over a month, and that's way more time than he has ever spent traveling. In fact, he spent no time traveling. So this is all very new to him. is very much out of, I guess you could say, his comfort zone. So he's trying to center himself and find his balance.
Okay.
But I'm going to go up and who do I see behind the counter?
You see a shorter, plump half-elf woman with white hair pulled up into ponytail, or to like a bun on the top of her head.
Mm-hmm.
She's got her apron on and was pouring tea for someone. She comes back around the corner and notices you and says, what can I get for you, dearie?
Funny part about playing a character who is really into tea is I know nothing about teas. So, insert.
You look new. You look new here. Let me tell you what we got. Just find
yes,
the list.
please.
There it is. Well, we're known for our specialty teas. We have Dragon's
He
Breath.
He chuckles at specialty.
Our special teas. Dragon's Breath Chai, a spicy and invigorating blend with a hint of cinnamon and clove. Andurian Lavender, delicate floral that promotes relaxation and calm. Zendrick Jungle Brew, say that 10 times fast, is an exotic blend of earthly undertones and a touch of citrus. Or Karnathi Nightshade, a dark, robust tea, perfect for those who enjoy a strong, bold flavor.
Truly a master of your craft. I do believe I shall take the second option, the RNL Lavender. Sounds absolutely delightful. And perfect after so long traveling.
Traveling? Where are you from, dearie?
I've found that it's not one's origins that defines them, but the direction in which they travel. And in this case, to the nearest cup of tea, and then after that to Zendrick.
Wise indeed. Rare for someone so young.
Yes, I'm searching for someone.
Well, may our way help you find them. But here is your tea. It'll be 2 silver.
Thank you. Just gonna put down a silver and hold on. Find my character sheet. Okay, subtract 2 silver pieces. And we'll throw in a copper in there as well.
Thank you, lad. Let me know if you need a refill.
Thank you. He's going to take his cup and go sit in one of the chairs. At one of the little tables and relax and sip his tea. And under his breath, he's going to say, well, I am one step closer to going where you wanted me to go. Don't know if you're here or listening. I haven't seen you. But if you are, just know that I'm trying. I know this is kind of the opposite direction you wanted me to go, but trying, okay?
As you sit there sipping your tea, hoping for a response, nothing comes. Did you say inside, or you're going to go outside?
I think Zeth would go outside and take in like the sights of the city, and then also like listen to the bard as they play, and just try to adjust himself quickly to the hustle and bustle of the city while also sipping some calming tea. And just soak everything in because honestly, he doesn't know when he'll get to see something like this again.
As you're sitting out in front, the bard begins to play his tune. You go ahead and roll just a perception check for me as you kind of survey the land.
I'm actually fairly good at these. Decent.
+8. Okay.
That one level in Rogue helps so much.
What am I gonna do with you? All right.
Love me, feed me, never kill my character, please. It's gonna be sipping my tea. Yeah, just sitting and sipping my tea.
And
Just calm, watching the people go by.
as you're sitting there, you see someone, a young teenager, acting a bit shifty. And then you feel your backpack leave your side as someone else whom you catch a glimpse of, looking to be around the same height as the shifty kid,
Gotcha.
makes off with your bag.
Oof. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna Seth's gonna sigh and still holding his tea because I love my tea. I'm gonna take off chasing after them. Excuse me. Don't believe that belongs to you. Please kindly return it. And I'm gonna give chase. I'm gonna clock both of them. I want to see what that other shifty person's up to. If I can manage to clock both of them, because I feel like there's something going on.
Well, they don't immediately gather. The one that takes your bag runs down the nearest alley.
Gotcha.
And the other one runs in the same general direction, but down in another alley.
Gotcha. Yep. I'm gonna need that bag first because that's got all my stuff. So we're gonna take chase.
Okay. Yeah. Your chase.
Zeth is humming his own chase music in his head. Not really. Zeth surprisingly on his feet, so I'm going to try to want to run. Try to, or basically, to try to catch up to him. Ooh.
Okay. As you begin to make chase, the figure gets a little ways ahead of you, And
Oh, they're fast. Okay, we can do this.
he notices you chasing him and begins to like throw crates and anything he can come across to try and block your path. So go ahead and make a acrobatics check for me.
I will definitely do that. Can I
Yes.
also make a dexterity saving throw to see if I spill the tea?
Yes.
Okay, that's a dirty 20 on the acrobatics check. And... there should be a way to roll this.
Should you be able to click on the plus button?
For some reason it's not working. Every now and then it'll do this for me. Give me just a second.
Literally can do it on your own character. Not
I
it
know.
was a nat 1.
I will roll it over here.
So weird. It did that to Brian too.
There we go. That's a 16 plus 7.
Oh,
is
okay. Perfect.
Yeah, it's 23.
So, with that, you do like you kind of run up the wall
Oh, nice.
and do like a side flip, and when you do, some of your tea does like whoosh out of your cup, and then you just catch it with your cup again,
Nice.
and you keep running. The in the commotion, the kid turns the corner, so make a perception check.
Okay. Okay, where'd he go? Where'd he go? Okay, think. Focus. I don't know why it did 2. But that first one was an 11.
Okay.
I've lost it.
You can't really tell where he went, but you think you see a glimpse of him to the right through some
Okay.
smoke. So you go right.
Alright, I go right. Yeah, I'm gonna run through the smoke and see if just trying to catch him at this point. I don't want to lose him.
Okay. It breaks back into an open part in the road. Gives me another dexterity saving throw as a cart kind of rushes in front of you.
Ah! Roll.
This song sucks.
Oh, that was so close. It was almost a nat 1. 30-20.
Okay. A cart pulls out in front of you, and you are just able to jump up on top of it and use your momentum to jump over.
Nice. Do I see the kid?
Yeah, you spot the kid
Nice.
ducking around the alleyway ahead of you.
Can I do like I was gonna say Frogger, but Frogger avoids the cars. He doesn't jump on top of them. I'm gonna jump on top of the carts.
Okay.
and-
Jump
and
your
run
way across the obstacles in the street. Yeah, you do it quite deftly, finishing with a front flip at the end.
Nice.
And you round the corner that you saw him duck down, and you're just kind of in a straightaway right now. There's not really much he's going to be able to do. You think, if only I had something I could throw. And see the brim of your hat.
I do have my hat. I'm gonna throw my hat.
Okay, roll me an attack.
Yes. I'm assuming this is Dexter.
Yeah, finesse, for sure.
Okay. I'm gonna just treat this as my longbow. Just ignore that because it's got my stuff to hit. Oh wait, am I proficient in it? Am I proficient in throwing my? If not, that's just a -3 to the roll.
No, we'll say yes.
Okay.
So was it 12?
Let's see. Yes, a 12. I don't think that's gonna do it. Oh, I've got something. Can I use something from my class?
Sure.
Okay. So we see Zeth's training kick in that his mother drilled into him. He, instead of the chaotic running, he slides into a stance, and he takes his hat, and with let's see, hold on, I want to make sure real quick that it's only melee weapons have advantage. Never mind.
Oh.
He just throws the hat and it's a 12. I kind of like the narrative of it missing, though. It's funnier.
Okay, yeah. So he's reaching the end of this alleyway and takes a quick right as
Can I narrate this real quick?
the hat collapses with the back wall. Go ahead.
Yeah, never mind. That's good. I was just gonna say, like, he throws the hat thinking it's gonna be like this super epic move, and it does that weird paper airplane thing where it just like goes all crazy and falls to the ground like
It
a foot
doesn't
in
go
front of him.
anywhere he wanted it to.
Yeah. He's like, that was so much cooler in my head, and he's just gonna pick up his hat and keep running. And I'm gonna keep an eye out for like anything in the alley that I could potentially grab as I run that I may have to use as a weapon, like a bow staff kind of thing, like maybe a broom or
You see,
something like that.
yeah, there's a broom hole, like a broken one.
Gotcha. He's gonna grab the broom as he runs past, and then like pause for a second, run back, drop a copper piece down on the ground, like technically this was a purchase, and bolts off after the kid again.
It's broken.
Hence the copper piece.
You actually find yourself back in a main road, but it's right in front of the tea house again. You've kind of come literally full circle. Tea in one hand, broom pole in the other.
When I said path take me to tea, this isn't quite what I meant.
You
Look, can I do another perception check to see if I see him or the other shady kid?
did you roll it?
Oh, I'm sorry. I asked. I didn't get permission.
Oh, I said.
Oh, I'm sorry. I missed that. That's a
Yeah.
23.
Nice.
And I don't know why I keep
Okay,
doing
you
that. That's
see.
good.
You see his like the color of his shirt just barely slip behind the tea shop.
Gotcha. And he's going. Is it look like the kid's still in a hurry, or does the kid like have that?
Oh, he's slow.
confident
Yeah,
kind?
he's slowed down for sure.
Okay. I'm going to
He
more or
thinks
less.
you lost it.
Yeah,
You
I
lost
want the element of surprise.
Okay.
So I'm going to look around, make sure I don't notice like the other kid or any other lookouts, and see if I can get closer without spooking them. Get the drop on them.
So you're just gonna like peek around.
Mm-hmm.
You see both the kids there, and they're actually pretty much dressed the same.
Hmm.
They had kind of led you on a goose chase through there, but you still managed to keep up just enough. So they're like, kind of celebrating on their own and starting to look through your bag. to see what
Gotcha.
their haul for the day is.
They would definitely find like a porcelain tea set. My my loot, I'm sure, is probably strapped to the backpack as well. I don't think it's quite small enough to fit in there. Just various things. How old do these kids look? You said like teenage-ish?
Yeah, they're like 15-ish.
Okay, so about 5 years younger than Zeth. He's tucked the stick in his little sash thing because he doesn't want to beat up kids. And he's going to try to make this as dramatic as possible. He's going to don his hat, and he's going to step into the alleyway with like the brim of his hat like shielding his eyes, and like cape like fluttering in the breeze behind him. It was quite the chase that you led me on. You are quite skilled. But I don't believe that pack belongs to you.
Oh man, how'd he find us? Yeah, I told you to go left. You should have gone left. No, you should have gone left. Wait, didn't you go left? And they just start arguing with each other. Forget you're there.
Yeah, Zeth's going to interject. The path should not be left up to chance, but instead, choose the right path. And in this case, the right path would be to return what does not belong to you.
Look at this wise guy. Yeah, trying to give us sage advice or something. I don't want none of it. Yeah, me neither. What's happening?
It's great. That's gonna fish in his pouch and be like, look, why did you really take the pack?
They both just shrug their shoulders. Resale value.
Look, I don't feel like beating up anyone today. It's been a long day. It's been a long trip. How about I give you 2 gold apiece, 1 gold each, and you give the pack back to me.
They just look at each other, look at you, look back to
That's
each other.
option 1. Option 2 is I walk away with my pack and you don't walk away with anything.
They just contemplate for a second and then shrug their shoulders. Sounds like a good deal.
All right, he's going to toss 2 copper pieces toward him. Or, sorry, 2 gold
I
pieces.
was like, I thought you said gold. They're about to not be happy. They are cornered, so they will give you the backpack.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm going to take my backpack, put it on. And, I know you don't want any advice, but I highly suggest finding another way of finding means. There's a lot that you could do around here. The cog and the what was the place called again? The cog and the crucible could possibly use some work. You both seem very what's the word for sleight of handy? Have you ever thought about street performance? Or, literally anything than getting yourselves into this trouble. You could have gotten hurt.
Yeah. We'll think about it.
All I ask. Now, if you don't mind, I am going to finish my tea. And can I make like one last deck save to see how much tea was actually left in all of that?
No, you rolled pretty well, so you still have like more than half your glass.
Nice. I'm just gonna take it and
You somehow managed to run with one hand holding tea.
And he's gonna give them a nod and head back to the street corner. To take a look at the sky and see if he could, or try to. I don't know if he would actually know what a clock tower is, but see if he can find some way of telling time. Oh, you know what? I'm just gonna go ask the bard. Gonna walk up to the bard. Excuse me, I don't have an accurate way of telling time here. Could you perhaps tell me roughly the time?
Why not? It's 7:30.
Excellent, thank you. Has that roughly been an hour? I forgot if I actually knew what time it was beforehand.
Yeah, I would say it's been roughly an hour, but
Okay.
You check your loot for damage as you walk back to the cog.
Do I? Is there any?
There is not.
Oh, good. Because I was half tempted to go bash it over the head of one of the kids. Not really, just kidding. Zeth wouldn't do that. Zeth is a kind, gentle soul. I head back to the artificer
Make
shop.
it back to the cog.
To write down his name, started with a D.
No, B.
B. Borin?
Borum? Hold on.
Borum. You know what? I'm gonna call him Borum.
It was Rondar.
Rondar. Is that what you said earlier?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I was gonna call him something completely different. He's gonna poke his head in the shop and take a look around. Rondar, are you in here?
Oh, there you are. I just finished with your sword.
Oh, thank you. I got a little sidetracked. Some street urchins tried to steal my pack. Have you had any trouble with them lately?
Must have been kitten knit.
Cat. Kitten knit. Do they get up to much trouble around here? Seeing as you know their name, I'm sure they do.
They're quite the troublemakers.
No real threat to anyone, I'm assuming?
Yeah.
They didn't seem like they were. They seemed more...
They're quite harmless, really, just a bunch of ruffians.
I'm glad I didn't get in a tangle with them. They seemed quite the formidable opponents. Thank you for taking care of my sword.
It's my pleasure.
I do apologize for being a little late coming back, and I'm just giving away coins today, but it feels right, tipping him for coming back later than I said. compensation for not keeping my word.
Not necessary.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. That's quite the blade you got there.
Oh, thank you. It was it's been in the family for generations now.
Wow. Must have been a great man who made it then.
So I'm told. Believe my mother told me that someone named Atlas crafted it. Though I don't think I've ever met the person.
Sharn spit Atlas? Well, he's just the greatest artificer of the last 100 years.
Oh, so you've heard of him?
Heard of him? He's part of the hero party that saved all of Corvair.
Oh, that Atlas. Oh, okay. I don't know why I didn't put the two together. My mother told me about the heroes, but never. I don't think she went into much detail.
I need to leave that part out.
Well, she was more focused on honestly, I was more interested in the Avatar of the Silver Flame, so I never got around to asking about the others.
That figures. Well,
I won't keep you any longer. I know it's getting late and you must be tired. Thank you. And one last favor, if you don't mind. Could you point me toward the any ships that might be headed for Zendrick? Or at least where I might find those piers, or I've never been in a city quite this big, or a dock quite this big, or do I just walk up to each ship and ask, or is there
okay. It just so happens, my friend, Captain Aldrich is headed that way.
Oh.
He's supposed to leave tomorrow, as far as I know.
Oh.
But, he's docked at the end of this pier here. He's captain of the Iron Serpent. You can't miss it.
Oh, thank you. And if I don't mind saying, your shop has a very beautiful and poetic name. I appreciate art where I find it. Thank you. I hope to see you again if I happen through this way. And he's just going to not really know how to say a proper goodbye and just keep talking as he backs his way out the shop and waves goodbye.
Goodbye, son.
Starts making his way toward the pier. And look for a ship that resembles what he described, the Iron Serpent.
Okay. Now would be...
Oh, yes. Do you want to change the background music?
Yep.
And inspired by the day's events and just the wonderful city. I think you would have liked this place, Mom. He, lost in thought, takes out his lute and begins to strum just a little something as he makes his way toward the docks. And inspired by the greatest gift that his mom gave to him was stories, a love for stories, a love for people, and realizing that every person you meet has some kind of story attached to them. He spontaneously composes a little ode to Sharn. Winds tell of a place more rich than a king, not because of her ship, but the stories they bring. Every voice is a saga, and every face is a tale. In this harbor of hope, where destinies sail. He's going to continue to strum and kind of hum along as he approaches some of the ships.
Okay, as you're kind of finishing up and just kind of, listlessly walking, you suddenly hear a voice in your head. Zeth, hurry! They are leaving. You must get on that ship. And you look up and you can see the back of a ship pulling out
Oh, no.
of its mooring.
No. Okay. Now you talk to me. Okay. You could have helped with the kids back there. No. Okay, I'm going. He's going to put his ukulele back, not his ukulele, his lute back on his back, make sure he holds onto his hat good, and make a mad dash toward the pier as the ship's sailing away. No. Wait, I need on that ship. And then he's gonna call out like, wait, stop, hold on. There's one more.
Go ahead and make a quick perception check for me.
Okay. Yeah, it may. I'm assuming that this is the ship that I need to get on. Mm-hmm. And I'm not just assuming that when the voice said the ship that I just, anyway.
It's the only ship leaving.
Oh, gotcha.
Okay. You notice that there's all kind of platforms up above the ships, and that's spread out kind of the length of each dock.
Okay.
And they're only kind of just turned around. So they're not really it's not really the back. You more see the starboard side of it.
Yeah, they're pulling away.
Yeah, they're about to pull away from the dock.
Gotcha. Okay. I've got an idea. You could have warned me about this a lot sooner. If I die, this is on you.
Well,
he's going to try to platform his way. He's going to climb up and see if he can platform and then jump onto the deck of the ship before it gets further away from the pier.
Okay. There's you're about 15 or so feet from a wooden, not really wooden,
yeah,
but above you. The ceiling is about 15 feet.
Okay.
And so as you're running, I'll need you to do just give me an acrobatics check, unless you're going to do anything else.
Is there any way I could do? Are these freestanding platforms, or is there any way I could do a cool wall run, jump, and then grab the platform and pull myself up, or anything I could parkour off of?
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
I don't think I have an ability. I don't think I have an ability that launches me 15 feet in the air.
No, but you have a sword.
I do have a sword.
So, you're making your way. You just break off a full run towards these platforms. You can see they're all connected to the central tower, and they jet off. So the pier is kind of like a square that jets out. And there's boats on three sides, and there's a central square tower, and around that tower is a square bridge that branches off into each of the three bays of these ships, or over the ships. And of course, these are very large, like they're large scale
Yeah.
ships.
Yeah. Yeah.
To traditionally get to it, you have to get through the tower, but they do extend off to the roofs on each side of the street, to the last building on the street.
Okay.
And I would say they're about a story up, so you can, you can use a box to jump onto the balcony to jump up to the platform.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna use my parkour
Mhm.
for this.
Yeah. And then it's not, well, yeah, it's open air, but the bridges are suspended from the ceiling. And there's like a kind of like a wooden platform brace at each end that runs up into the ceiling further up. But they're
Yeah.
It's still tall enough for like masts and stuff to go under this
Right.
area.
Right.
But the edge of the bridge is reinforced with like a wood kind of anchor up into the ceiling.
Gotcha.
So you run up, you parkour up to the thing, run to the main bridge, turn down the platform that would be the best chance to jump off of.
Okay. Acrobatics check.
Yeah, acrobatics check to. You did it to get up, right? Oh no, do that for getting up
I
there.
haven't. Oh, that's not great. So Zeth tries to do a parkour, and then he grabs onto it with one hand, and the other one misses.
Okay, yeah, you fall down, lose a little bit of time. Try again.
Gotta hurry. And he's gonna look for a different route up where he can get like a better grip.
Okay, right then, like a cart is driving by that's a little bit taller.
Yes. He's gonna run up and yell out, "Sorry, I need to borrow this for a second," and just like jump on top of the cart. That's not any better. It's a 12.
That's still enough. You can get up.
With much difficulty.
Mm-hmm.
I'm running out of time.
You make it onto the platform, and like I said, you're able to turn down the one that is the furthest out.
Yeah, Zeth makes a mad dash forward toward the.
Okay, yeah.
You said there's. Yeah.
And once you get towards the edge of the platform, are you just gonna jump? Or do you got some way to extend your jump?
Okay. And you said there's anchor points above, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Didn't want to do this now, but it's now or never. Here we go. Hope this works. And he's going to use his thumb to do the cool katana, like where he like clicks the, not really clicks, but like unsheaths the katana like with his thumb, like pushes it open slightly, grab it deftly with his other hand, and pull it out in a whirlwind of practice skill that he's done. He's done this hundreds of times. Not this particular move, but he's practiced on other things. As he spins around, he's going to twist something in the handle of the katana, and it segments of it separate, like click, 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 and it becomes a whip sword. And he's going to launch it into launch the end of it into one of the anchors and try to swing across. As he jumps, it's going to be like a leap of faith jump. So he's doing all of this while he jumps. And hope he doesn't fall and die. Ooh, that's cool.
It's way louder than I thought. Sorry.
It was awesome.
Okay, give me just do an attack roll.
Ooh, okay. Here we go. Ah, 16.
Okay, that'll do it. So you manage to get extend your reach. You swing, or you whip your sword up. It catches, and you swing that extra, like 15 feet the length of your sword, and you're able to unhook it as you launch towards the boat or the ship speeding away. Go ahead.
How high up am I?
You are.
This was a leap before you look kind of situation.
Yeah, you're a story up, but you're going to be pretty close to the deck height.
All right.
Anyways,
Acrobatics,
it's just
or
a
what you
little
got?
bit above deck height. Then go ahead and give me another attack roll to reposition your sword to swing out to the ship.
Ooh, okay. Oh, that was almost a 2.
Woo!
It's a 19.
Okay. Your sword sinks deep into the side of the very back corner of the ship. You just made it. And you're able to kind of swing up. Go ahead and give me acrobatics for where you kind of land. Stick your landing.
Let's do this. Come on, Zeth. Super cool epic moment. Dice, don't fail me now. It's 11.
11. Okay.
Yeah, I trip on the railing as I come over.
You go to you swing kind of down and up on the around the very back of the ship, kind of just grazing it with your shoulder. That's how close you are. And you just go up over and be able to twist just enough to land inside the boat, but you're just like poof, right on your side.
Oh, he flops onto his back and this retracts the blade into its normal form and just sitting there, heavy breathing, trying to catch his breath. Oh, I can't believe it worked. I can't believe I didn't die. Okay.
EM.
Yes.
The wind begins to immediately erupt as a voice calls from above deck. Someone came aboard.
Immediately, you hear the sound of swords drawing and pointing at you, and you hear
Zeth's gonna, still winded and exhausted, is just gonna raise his hand, just be like, "It's okay." Not even look at anybody. He's like, "Need passage? Cindric, please."
when you do open your eyes, you see a tall, redhead girl, green eyes, staring at you. Who sent you? What are you doing here?
It's a long story. Something about less a person's origins and more where they're going defines them. I'm really winded at the moment. It was hard to catch you guys. It's just me. I think I'm almost out of money at this point. I'll pay what I can. Just need passage. Hopefully you're going to Zindric. That's what I was told by I forgot to write down his name. He's Rorin Rendrick.
No.
Cog and Crucible. Zeth is
Rondar.
canonically bad with names now.
Oh. Rondar. Oh. Rondar?
Yeah.
Lower your swords. He's a friend of Rondar's.
Archie is going to march over, seeing Zeth on the ground, and with almost a spark of electricity in his eye, give the same spiel he's given to everyone else. If you hurt my boat, I will disintegrate you. And he is going to storm off, figuratively and literally. The wind will calm back down.
Zeth's gonna wonder if accidentally, or more or less accidentally, not really accidentally, inadvertently stabbing the ship with his sword to grapple himself over would count.
It's true.
The reason I jump back in.
Huh?
I said that's the whole reason I jumped back in.
Yeah. I'm gonna actually like peek over the railing, like pull myself up, peek over the railing and see how bad the damage was.
It isn't bad. It's just, it was a small kind of anchor point and just enough to get you here. It's really not that deep.
Oh. Okay, Storm Guy. I don't think he'll notice this. It'll be fine. I'll be fine. And he's gonna turn back around and yes, Zach, now is a great time to jump in.
Is that a yes?
Yes.
Okay.
I want to meet your character.
I was wondering if it was okay to join.
Yeah. So Zeth turns back around from peering over the thing.
You hear a thumping noise behind you. That sounds
keep the
something.
music. Keep the music.
You hear a thumping noise behind you, kind of like something tapping on wood. What's be going on around here this late at night?
So sorry, Captain? Question mark. I didn't mean to startle anyone. I was seeking passage and late for the boat.
Well, you should have bought a ticket, lad. Would have saved you all the trouble.
Yeah, unfortunately I got held up in town. I don't have much money left to pay, but I've got skills that I can offer. I can cook.
Save your breath. It's just the quartermaster. I'll take you to the captain.
Oh, nice to meet you, quartermaster. Your name? I'm
Honest
Jess.
John, my lad.
Perfect name for a quartermaster.
Whenever you need me, you call me. It's nice to have you on board in our little family.
Thank you, sir. The pleasure is all mine. I am Zeth.
Oh, pleasure's mine, Zeth.
He'll give like a little nod, head off after this red-haired, green-eyed lady. Is she human, elf, half-elf, other race here?
She is half.
Interesting. Cool. He's gonna pick up his pace and like catch up beside her. Thank you for not immediately throwing me overboard. I've been around sailors some, and I do know that oftentimes that happens. Someone unwelcome joins the ship. I'm not the best swimmer.
That's not good when you're on a boat. Name's Alara. First mate here on the Iron Serpent.
Alara, that's a very nice name. Do you happen to know what it means? It's actually an elven name from my homeland. It means light.
I didn't know that. Mom always did say it was from her side of the family. Anyways, to the captain we go. So, she takes you to the captain's quarters. Well, actually, she'll take you down because we've just started, so he's still going to be kind of in the engine room making sure everything's running smoothly for takeoff. And just adjusting little things here and there. Captain, got another passenger, crew member? Not really sure at this point, but he was sent by old Steelhand, so I want to take a look at him.
Zeth is gonna do his best to like straighten his posture and like try to, raise up to the occasion. Rise up to the occasion. Square his shoulders. Give the captain a.
By the way,
bow.
he's got a really cool sword. Looks like turned it into a whip or something.
Yes, family heirloom. It's nice to meet you, Captain. I am Zeth of Aranel, and I'm looking for passage to Zendrick.
A whip sword, you say?
Yes.
That sounds mighty cool. Hello there, Zeth. Yeah, Zendrick, that's our destination. She said Steelhand sent you? Were you at his
yes.
shop earlier?
Yes, he actually worked on my sword a bit.
Ah, that explains it. He does fine work over there.
Very nice fellow.
I get a lot of parts from him. Never been let down yet.
Did he help with this?
Oh, yes. Yeah, you look around, you see arcane engines and all kinds of tools. First of all, just kind of like they're not everywhere. They are perfectly and neatly manicured. And everything's in place.
So you keep a very organized space here. I would offer
Clean stations for a clean mind.
Oh. Yes, very much so.
Keeps my head clear. Allows me to think on the actual problems I need to solve. But, well, seeing as we're already underway and I don't really feel like throwing someone overboard, you're welcome to stay.
Oh, thank you. I'm afraid I don't have much coin left.
Well, then we'll just put you to work.
I'm afraid I'm not much experience on ships. I've spent the last month on one, but I was less of a deckhand and more of a I was the ship's bard for a time. I can cook. That's something I can do. Tea, specialty.
You can cook?
Yes.
Well, that's the best news I heard all day. We really need some help in our kitchen.
Oh, okay. Yes, I'll be happy to assist you in exchange for passage.
Not a problem. Well,
Could you show me the way?
sure thing. Laura, take him down to meet Basil. Finally, gonna be guaranteed some good food.
Is there anything I should know about you? Is your cook not good at cooking? You mentioned actual food. Yeah, because if you haven't had it in a while.
Well, he's a warforged. He's good enough at the beginning of the journey, but once we start to run low on supplies, he starts to make substitutions that just aren't good.
Huh.
He can't taste, you see.
Well, you know what they say, all art is hated. And by some. If it isn't hated, then it's not art. Can never fully create something without, someone finding grievance with it. I'm sure he's doing his best. Or she. It. I've never been quite sure what to call them. I've never met many of them. Only one or two. Not many make it out to RNL.
True enough. You can call him whatever. He goes by he.
Huh.
The kitchen's this way. I think this is going to be quite an interesting journey this time around. She brings you around and you see the Basil in question with his back to you and like in full cooking mode, like tables got things cut out, spices everywhere.
Like
and,
that one scene in Treasure Planet where
pretty much
dude's just going all out cooking.
Yep, it is the first night of voyage, and he always prepares the best meal. Mostly because he has a stocked pantry, and doesn't have to substitute anything.
I'm gonna wait for her to introduce me. I don't want to interrupt an artist at work.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he is sprinkling some spices in, and she shouts out, "Basil! Basil!" He turns around. "Is that you, Elora?" "Oh, I see you have a guest. Who is this?"
I am Zeth of RNL. I am told I'm to be your assistant on this voyage.
"Assistant?
If that's okay.
The more the merrier, they always say. Everyone's welcome in my kitchen. Though most people don't stay for long. Don't know why, though."
Oh, well, I find it an honor to be working alongside an artist such as yourself.
"An artist? Well, I don't know about that. I do what I can." You see, the cooking utensil that he's using right now to like stir this mixture, you've never seen before. And it's like how to describe an object that we all know in everyday life.
What kind of object is it?
So it's like two metal forks with extra forks stuck together. He's, twisting it, and it's spinning the...
A whisk.
Yeah, I know.
Whisk.
Indeed a whisk.
I don't think Zeth. I mean, like, I'm sure Zeth has seen like a manual one of those.
Oh yeah, probably a manual whisk should exist.
Yeah, but I don't think he's seen.
It's like the super upgraded
Yeah.
artificer version of a whisk. It's just bzzz, like moving.
I think at that point Zeth is just in awe, like, oh, this is cool.
Yep.
Is there anywhere I can start?
Sure. You can go ahead and use the beater over there to smash the chicken.
Does Zeth look over and just see how?
See what? You cut out.
Does Zeth look over and just see a live chicken?
Yes. Oops. I forgot I didn't kill it yet.
Zeth's gonna awkwardly laugh. And, he's gonna jump right in and start helping. And
Before you do,
before it.
Alara laughs too. Good luck to you! And pats you on the back and takes off.
Thank you. Again, thank you for not immediately throwing me overboard. I'll do my best.
You're lucky you knew someone. Well, you begin to help him for dinner and begin your journey.
Can I do like a performance check just to see how well I do on my first day?
Sure.
Yay! It's mediocre at best.
No one can tell. No, you find that the meal actually tastes rather good. It is a bit over-seasoned on some things and under-seasoned on other things. Obviously, because when it says seasoned to taste in a book, he just kind of wings it. So it'll mostly be your job to taste test things.
Zeth's gonna make a mental note to like keep an eye over his shoulder anytime he goes to add like seasoning, and he can do that like Ratatouille thing where he like comes behind them and fixes it.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't want to offend, but you know, he wants to help.
As you close your eyes on your first night aboard the Iron Serpent, grasping your sword, you hear it again in your head. Glad you made it.
Me
Our
too.
journey can now begin.
Thank you.
I'm in your sword now, so don't lose it.
Did I accidentally put you in my sword? That's okay.
No, it's not your fault. Did it myself. Figured it was the easiest way
Oh,
to stay in touch. Literally.
yeah. Was that supposed to be a pun? Okay. A for effort.
Yes, it was a pun. You're holding me right now.
This isn't awkward at all. Just want to say. Do I? Okay, I'm going to sleep now. Good night. Do you sleep? Good night.
No. Good night.
That was great.
As you close your eyes, sleep finds you, and you rest quite deeply. It's been a long day. And that is where we will end our session.
Yay. Good job, Derek. That was a lot of fun.
Well, that's all for today. Thank you for joining us on our adventure. We hope you had as much fun as we did. Please drop a like, subscribe, and hit that bell for the next session as we continue Lost Horizons, the Seas of Redemption campaign.